This video will walk through project statuses and how to manage an inactive versus an active project. First, what we're going to want to do is we'll look at the project status field on a project when you're editing it. So in an existing project like this project, new project plan, I'm actually going to go straight from the project home and fully edit that project using these three extra advanced options. That's going to take me to this project's edit form. And down towards the bottom is the project status field. You'll see that the project status field has two columns, the left column and the right column, where the left column is defined by your team as a specified status such as planning, active, and complete are the three most standard options. And over on the right is Project Insights terminology for a project, whether it's active or inactive. You'll see that each status is denoted to be active or inactive, and this is managed on the project status add-on in the add-ons page. We'll go there here next. You can see now I've navigated to the add-ons screen in Project Insight, which you can do from the main My Insight dropdown down to the add-ons right here. This add-on is the one that we're looking for is called Project Status. Go ahead and hit Configure for that add-on. If you don't have it installed, then you can get to the Get More Add-ons tab from there. You can see these are the add-ons. These are the statuses that I have configured, and you can see that the status can be toggled to active or inactive from this checkbox right here. You see each has denoted to a color and also to inactive or inactive. And that will then mimic exactly this drop-down that we're seeing. There are two options that a status can be, active or inactive. If a project is in an active status, such as these three or this bottom one right down here, when it is active, the project and all of its tasks will appear on your user's work lists and project home. It will also trigger notifications. If a project is set to a status that is inactive, like these three, then it will drop off the work lists, it'll drop off the time entry grid, and it will not trigger notifications. The most common use case for the status is to put it in a planning when the project is currently being reviewed by the PM, then to move the project into an active status, then the project will then show up in everyone's work lists and time entry grid and send notifications, and then to move the project in a complete status, which in this case is inactive. When this has happened, you'll see if I go and hit save, and I go ahead and toggle this option to not include inactive projects, you'll see that project is dropped off the list. Also, if I go to my time entry grid, you'll see that that project no longer appears there. That doesn't mean that the project is archived or unavailable at all. All of your PMs can still get to it as long as we go over here to the project home, toggle this checkbox to include inactive projects, and there it is again. You'll see that the status is indicated here as completed compared to active. And now since it's completed, I can still go into edit the project, or I can still go into the project plan and make changes as the PM. So no changes have been made for a PM's rights to come in here and make changes to the project or make adjustments to the schedule. It's just been moved to a completed status, indicating that the project's work has been done and there's no more need to enter time on the project or for its end users or its assignees to update their work on it. This has been an overview of updating a project status. For more information about using a project status, feel free to toggle over to the add-on about project statuses. There's a video about the project statuses here. Also, if I go back to the add-ons here and take a look at the add-on for project status again. If I go ahead and click on that to expand it, it will give a little bit more information, including some extra links.